What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Real Fan Sports Channel, where today, Nonpfixion and myself are going to be giving you our tier list of all the NBA teams broken down by each division. Make sure to let us know whether you agree or disagree with how we ranked your favorite teams. Don't hold back on the account of us, but also don't forget to hit that like button and check out the rest of the tier list breakdown that will be linked at the end. Hope you'll have a great one, guys. Cheers. Now, let's go ahead and hop on in Central Division.
Mhm.
Uh, Cleveland Cavs. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Young group got into the play-in, couldn't quite get into the playoffs, but
Almost.
looked really good. Uh, I really like the Cavaliers, man. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I've said before we actually started doing the video in the earlier part of the live stream, as much as me being a Warriors fan, you don't really want to like the Cavaliers because of what that means. But I like this young core. I like them. I like them. I like them. I can see whoever is in their top offices and doing their drafting and they're picking up their outside court players. They're doing a great job at looking at talent and make sure the talent is going to work together. They're not just picking up players because the name sounds big and it's going to sound big on a team and it's going to sell jerseys. They're picking up players that will look like they will play well together. And this core, I know they're not championship contender right now. I won't even say they're not even in the A category right now because of their youth. But if I put them in the B, they're the top B category.
Yeah, and let's not forget the big acquisition that they got during the offseason, grabbing Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, that's true. That is
You
true.
know, Donovan Mitchell with Garland back there, Jared Allen, who's going to be healthy coming into this year, hopefully. Yeah, they're definitely high B. They're definitely high B. I think it's not. I don't think it's questionable. They
Yeah.
finished they finished 44 and 38 last year. I could see him grabbing 50 wins this year.
With the addition of Mitchell, that's just them bringing in somebody that's a little older to help show them part of the way. To help show them part of the way. Yeah, he's there to score and do his thing, but just give him a little more elder guidance.
Next up, we're gonna have Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls, and I'm gonna say this right now. I actually really like their team,
Hmm.
but they're missing one piece, and it's sitting not on their bench, but at home on the couch because he just can't get healthy. He's just dealing constantly with this injury, and that's Lonzo Ball. I think
Yeah,
Lonzo Ball is a huge difference maker on this team because Lonzo is one of the smarter guys in the league. He's one of the few true point guards out there.
yeah.
He's really good at facilitating the rock. He understands defense. He plays good defense. Uh, can get streaky with scoring every now and then, but he gets every player involved whenever he wants to. And when you have guys like DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Caruso, White, the center who I'm forgetting his name right now, like you need a guy like that.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think, like you said, the team is a solid team, but unfortunately, we see how they look without him. And it's that person to get that ball around to the right person, to the right player, especially in the moments when they're hot or they're a true point guard can see when certain players are about to warm up. It's like they feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mhm.
AI in a system, and they just know who to go to. And I think Ball is a really good facilitator. He's a really good one, and the fact that they don't have him there, he's really good at doing the backup. Doing it as well. But it's just I Ball just does a really damn good job, and I would say minus him, I don't know if they're going to be successful even getting close to the playoffs. Like they may be close to like the 8th seed, same time, I think without Ball being there, it's going to be a struggle.
Yeah, I mean, we've covered all East teams so far, and
Yeah.
we're looking at the Bulls, and with Ball, I think they're like somewhere in that pack of the B that have a chance of making the playoffs with Ball, depending on how much longer he's going to be out for.
Hmm.
But with him out, I think they're high C, and
I mean, yeah,
and I don't like saying because I like their players, I like their components, but that's where I look at them.
it's just unfortunate that he had to have second surgery because he couldn't even put pressure on his foot. He couldn't stand on it. So if
Yeah.
you can't stand it, you can't practice. That means there's something else going wrong. And they went back in for a second time just recently. So, like you said, he's going to be home. He's going to be home occasionally at home games, never any away games. So I would say I agree with C, and I put him in front of Washington in the C.
All right, so now we're going to go to another team that wasn't very good last year, to say the least. The
Mm-hmm.
Pistons finished the season off 23-59. They have your boy Cade Cunningham. They went ahead and drafted Cade Cunningham last year. They got another Bogdanovich. They got Bagley, but like they're just not a team that does anything exciting. There's no expectations for the Pistons. There has been expectations for the Pistons since what? Your boy that wore the mask, what Hamilton, Richard
Yeah,
Hamilton and
that's
and
yeah.
company.
That's been a while though. That's
It's
been a
been a
really
while.
long while.
It's been a while. Where do you got the Pistons? What do you think?
They may be a team that we'll see towards the All-Star break. That's going to start that push for Wembanyama. You know,
I think
I
so.
I don't see them really making the playoffs or even being a true contender. I mean, we know things happen and accidents happen and also injuries happen. So teams who normally wouldn't be there can propel themselves forward and jump some teams because injuries happen. But this is not one of those teams. I just don't see them being there. I just, like I said, I don't even consider them lost at sea. I just think they're going straight for the sweepstakes.
I think you're exactly right. Join the sweepstakes.
Welcome in. The
Wembanyama.
water's warm.
And that's going to go ahead and bring us up to the Indiana Pacers. Yo, this ain't a very strong division, non. It's ain't a very
No,
strong division.
it's not. Yeah, yeah.
It's been a lot less exciting than some of the others. Pacers finished off 25-57. I don't think they did anything really good during the offseason. They went ahead and grabbed Buddy Hield, but they got rid of their other player that was their star and traded him out to Sacramento. So it's kind of like you kind of just swapped out, like it didn't make sense. I think they're I think, you know what? There's going to be a great rivalry in the Central Division this year. It's going to be between the Pistons and the Pacers, and who's going to go ahead and grab and win the sweepstakes of Wembanyama.
There's a lot of rumors that the Lakers are going to go after Buddy Hield as well. So he may not even be there towards the middle of the season, to be honest with you. So this team, do we want to put them in the sweepstakes too, or lost at sea officially?
I think they're in the sweepstakes. I like they're honestly, when I look at their team, I think they're worse than all the rest. I think they have less chance than Magic and Detroit. And looking at Detroit and Pacers, it looks like I could put Magic up, but I'm not going to because I don't think they're good enough. Finally, we got some exciting ones. The Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, I love some Bucks, bro. I love the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh yeah, I like Giannis.
I just love how humble he is, man. Like he's so good and so humble and just realizes that, like he's just trying to be the best Giannis he can be. He's not trying to catch up to anybody else. He's just continuously trying to get better and trying to do whatever he can to win games and, do it in the best manner. They got Drew Holiday still. They still have Middleton. I think they're still a great team. I just don't know where to put them. Where would you put them now? What are your thoughts?
I mean, because of Giannis, you have to put him. I would say you have to put him in championship contender, because they won a championship recently. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of have to put him up there. I do feel like they may be missing a piece to give them like that all around, Dragon Ball Z firepower that they need. And towards the end, the only reason why they didn't make it towards the end is they had injuries, and it's because some of their players are just older. If you're depending on Middleton, you know what I'm saying? Nothing against him, but if you're depending on Middleton to be that guy to help with Giannis, you need somebody else. You need somebody else that can come in that's a little bit younger and step it up and just do the same things. I know Middleton is who he is because of his age and because of his experience and his time in the league. But just like with the Warriors, how those older players are teaching the younger players, he can teach somebody else as well. You like them. I like Giannis, and like the video you sent me of him just shows how humble he truly is